Hi, Professor. Today we are going to be discussing the TV character child development analysis. We will be analyzing Sheldon from young Sheldon, and this is middle childhood. So the table of contents, we will be going over 4 modules. For the first one is the typical development traits for character age. The second one is developmental theories. The third one is parenting style and interactions. And the last one is teaching practices. So for cognitive development, we're going to start off with what is the typical development for a 9-year-old. According to Piaget, he mentioned that the child is moving more towards their third age stage of cognitive development, the stage of concrete operations. Children are more able to think logically than magically, so peekaboo does not work as good now. Key components is versatility, classification skills, and seritation. On to Sheldon. Sheldon is able to solve math problems fast in his head. He's also able to reverse math problems to check his work. Classification, Sheldon sorts his cosmic books, trains, and academic subjects. He also differentiates composite and prime numbers. Seritation, Sheldon lists his foods in order of acceptable ways of eating them. Communication development. So the concrete operational stage basically means less egocentric communication, more logical, organized speech, improved availability to follow and give directions. For Sheldon himself, less egocentric communication, so he basically talks to his younger sister more gently. He does understand when she's upset, comforting her and asking if she is upset at him. He's more logical and organized speech. Already he is more advanced than the average 9-year-old, but he does speak highly about scientific explanations, and he gives a very precise step-by-step explanation. He has an improved availability to follow and give instructions. He strictly follows a multi-step schedules and routines such as bedtime, school, and experiments. For the social-emotional development, as a 9-year-old, they can improve perspective talking so they can communicate better, form deeper friendships, and understand fairness in games. Secondly, moral development. Students realize and they can change the rules. Like they can do that. They follow rules to avoid punishment, understand intention. Lastly, better in emotional regulation, able to handle frustration more, explain their feelings, and use problem solving instead of tantrums. For Sheldon himself, for the first one, he does understand Missy when she's upset. He does adjust explanations for others, and he does clarify others' feelings. For moral development, he first reports the wrongdoing, but then later understands the intention. He chooses to protect someone's feelings rather than doing the wrongdoing. When he first got into high school, he was very set on rules, and he had to understand that social cues and people's intention. Lastly, better emotional regulation. He learns calming strategies. Sheldon throws fewer tantrums. He apologizes instead of shouting. Physical motor development for a 9-year-old. Fine motor, they can write neatly and quickly, write and draw with detail, be able to use scissors, tie shoes quickly and easily, and then type on a keyboard. Gross motor, better balance and coordination, ability to run, jump, and climb. More stamina during physical activity, participate in team games. For Sheldon, he loves his fine motor skills, but gross motor is not his favorite. He is very good at building several science models, writing and drawing out diagrams for experiments, typing on a keyboard, and using science experiment with science equipment, so using clamps, etc. Gross motor, he does walk, climb stairs at school without difficulty. He does partake in PE, and he runs around during emergency drills. Physical development, he is pretty slender, not muscular. He doesn't really enjoy physical activity, but he is able to do the age requirement. He demonstrates more fine motor. Developmental theories. Piaget, the focus is how children understand the world. Erikson is social and emotional development, and Vygotsky is learning through different social interaction, culture, and language. So Piaget, he was a part of concrete operational. He is 9 years old, so he does fit in there, where logical thinking and perspective thinking was taking place. He did advance to formal operations. Since he is very advanced in his schooling, he did bump up. Erikson, he is in that industry, such Sheldon excels in academics, but he does struggle socially. A key point for Vygotsky, learning from the more acknowledgeable members. For Sheldon, his teachers and his family act more of those members. So parenting styles and interactions. So Mary Cooper, she is mostly authoritative, but she does set clear expectations. Like Sheldon has to respect his teachers. She's firm but gentle discipline. There is a protectiveness mixed with patience. And then George Cooper, he is more strict, less emotional, expressive. Focus on obedience and respect. Struggles to understand. Sheldon emotionally but still tries. And then lastly, developmentally appropriate teaching practices. Again, Sheldon is way more advanced than the average 9-year-old. He did skip up all the way to high school. So providing challenge is going to help him out. Giving out accelerated curriculum, allowing problem solving, tasks and independency. Clear instruction and routine helps him a lot, as he does do a very clear routine already. Help warn the students when the schedule changes, because they are very reliant on that. Social and emotional development, modeling social cues and turns, praising cooperative behavior. And lastly, adapt communication. Use clear literal instructions, avoid sarcasm. He had a very hard time adjusting in high school because of the sarcasm used. And then break down social rules into concrete steps, because rules and steps overall will help Sheldon, because he's very good at understanding. Thank you.